Hey there! Thanks for stopping by. I'm Amar from the Calico.Spearos. Hopefully we'll make your time worthwhile today. I'm here to show you another dive. And this one I'm particularly excited about because it was a big milestone for me on this dive. So anyways, it was a really flat day, so we could just put our fins on right after we get in the water, ankle deep water, which was pretty cool. And so I get my bands loaded. I'm doing 2 bands now, which I haven't been doing before since we've been shore fishing, but I figure I should probably start doing that. It could come in handy, and boy, did it today. So, anyways, we start in this shallow area. You can see, these little guppy-sized fish. Very pretty, little shoals just kind of bustling around the place, but not quite what I'm looking for. So, I just kind of do a first warm-up dive and duck down, see all the fish that swim by. Maybe something pops up, because you never know when something might come out of that eelgrass. So I don't see much, so after a moment I come up to the surface, take my breaths, and just keep doing warm-up dives and keep searching, and I find this little baby Garibaldi, which was an absolute treat to see. I love how the blue spots just pop from those orange scales, and I'm quite certain that that is a baby Garibaldi, but anyways, I saw a lot of them out today, as well as a lot of adult Garibaldi, who were pretty nippy today, chasing each other around. But yeah, we're starting the day off with a lot of different, very paradise-looking scenes with fish suspended in the mid-water column, glistening really peacefully. And that's a lot to do with the clear day we had today. I mean, look at this. I mean, this is quite a bit deeper than earlier, and you can see it pretty clearly. But not much was out here other than bait fish, so I moved in a bit shallower. And then I found this crazy lobster pocket. I slowed it down so you can see. And I was so surprised to see that just in the middle of the day. And there are definitely better lobster diving spots, but just for our local waters, that was pretty cool to see. So it made me really excited for the lobster season coming up. And so here I'm going down on another drop. I moved in a bit closer to shore, a little more shallower towards my dive buddies. We still work on trying to keep closer together on our dives. But anyways, I'll just kind of let you know what I'm looking for. Mostly things like Calico and Sheephead, which you'll see 2 examples of those fish today. That's foreshadowing. But anyways, back to the present. Oh, there's a Calico. It looks close to the legal limit, and I'm not sure. I hesitate on whether to shoot it. But then I decide, no, I think it's big enough. I'm going to go for it. Got him. And I go over to him, and I was surprised. I was expecting him to run off into a hole or something, but I realized that the spear shaft actually went under his gill plate and into his eyeball almost. So his head was stuck. And I'm not sure how the spear stuck the landing through this fish, but it did, so I'm grateful. I'm just going to have to keep working on my shot placement so that I don't lose a fish to bad shot placement. But anyways, I find my dad, I show my fish to him, and this is actually my second ever calico. And it also turns out that he caught a calico. That also makes it the second time that we've caught calicos on the same day, which is pretty cool in itself. And so after showing my catch to Cyrus, I get straight into getting it, and then I take it off the shaft, and ooh, you can see this guy's face isn't looking too good. But anyways, ignore that. I grab the stringer, loop it into my belt, and then I just reload the gun, restring it, get the bands loaded again. Yeah, before 1 band was fine, but now for what we're doing, I think it's better that we do 2 bands for sure. Anyways, get back to hunting and get back to nearly crashing into these Garibaldi. These guys are 2 things. 1, they're legally protected, so you can't shoot them. 2, they are not spatially aware, so yeah, sometimes they get close to bumping into you. 3, I added 3, more of a side point. I think they know they're protected. I think they've long learned that the spearfishers won't go for them because they show zero fear of any sort of human activity. In fact, they aren't even afraid of spear guns. They will go up to the point of your spear gun because it's shiny, and they half look like they want to take a bite out of it. I mean, it's good that they're protected by the law. But anyways, I come to Arch Rock, and sometimes I like to swim through it. It's just fun, and it was a perfect day to do it since the swell wasn't surging around the arches, but it's always really cool and expansive in here, very peaceful and distraction time. Do you see this little fish? Does anybody know what species of fish this is? Because I've seen it a couple times, and I still have no clue what it could be. But every time I'm fascinated with the color. It's like a glowing blue gem with fins. It's really cool. But please let me know in the comments if anybody knows what that is. But I get up, get my breaths, and it's a small space, but it's surprising how much it opens up. But at this point, we're really close to the beach that we're going to be walking up back to the car. So I'm not expecting to really see anything, but I'm keeping my bands loaded just in case. I was kind of hoping to see a sheephead today, so that was kind of on my mind right about now, which is a coincidence because off in the distance, I catch the faintest of glimpses of a big male sheephead. You can't see it, but that one glance was enough for me because I figured I'm just going to go for it. I'm diving down. If it fades away into the distance, so be it. But I see it, and there's this pale blotch that goes behind this rock, behind that skinny fish. Maybe right there you can see it. If you didn't see it, don't sweat it. You're about to. And so I'm tracking it. I'm peeking up over this reef, and I just get a glimpse of it. And you can't see it right now because I'm keeping my head down. I'm trying to hide behind a kelp bush. And finally you get a first glimpse of it. I could not believe I was so close. And I get him, but the spear shaft goes into the rocks and doesn't go through the fish all the way. So I grab the head, and I bear hug it, and I kick for the surface. I push it down the spear shaft so I can feel it. It's on the shaft. It's in my arms. And so I can take a few breaths. I'm squeezing it so hard against myself. And there it is. There it is. And I'm just making sure it's between my legs. It's restrained. And wow, this thing got pale when I shot it. But anyways, I'm just thinking of braining it. I just gotta brain it first before anything else, just in case. And then I can finally relax. And I'm finally loosen up. I was in awe of this fish. I know there are bigger sheephead out there, but this is the biggest I've ever seen. This is the biggest I've ever caught. This is a huge milestone for me. Look at that. Wow, they can really change color because it is so vibrant right now compared to when I first shot it before I brained it. But anyways, I head straight over to Cyrus and I point to the water and I show him the fish. And he gives a really big thumbs up. And I could just tell he was not expecting that, so we're really excited.
That was awesome. That's so cool. Like, that's a big one.
I know.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
I think I got its wife.
Wait, let me see.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and that was actually a pretty good female sheephead.
Yeah, it's a good one.
That one, but hey.
And you know, the funny thing was, there was actually some guys fishing right behind us. And I was worried that if we held up the fish too high, that they might come over and start yelling at us that we stole their fish. But anyways, oh my gosh, do you hear that? That is the spine of the sheephead. Those bones are so thick. My goodness. Whew. So I string it through the eyes, and now I've got two big fish tails wiggling off the end of my stringer. So that instantly, really happy day. Rest of the day was great. And hopefully yours will be too, because that's the end of the video. I'm so glad we got to share this milestone with everybody. So hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for the next one. Calico.Spearos out.